From somewhere really, really out there comes an unstoppable force. Beyond imagination. Prepare yourself for...
Whoa! Laser eyes!
Where am I? Where am I?
You are given a mission, Annoying Orange. You have to follow this girl named Kiki to learn about nervous system.
Oh no! Why? Why? Hello? Hello? Anyone there?
Miss Sherin, a biology teacher is teaching in class, but Kiki?
Kiki, please state that what is central nervous system?
Hey, wake up, Kiki! Miss Suri is calling your name.
What happened, Kiki? Are you sick?
Sorry miss, I was asleep. Sorry. What was the question again?
You just consume high carbohydrate food during recess?
Yes, miss, she just ate pasta.
Shh, Eddie, this is not asking you.
Kiki, do you know that the reason you feel relaxed and sleepy now is connected to the food you just consumed?
Wow,
Really? Yes, girls. Consumption of carbohydrate-rich food such as bread, pasta, potatoes, or sweets is associated with an increase in synthesis and release of serotonin in brain. Serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter, is made from amino acid tryptophan. Serotonin appears to have an important effect on mood. It often leads to feelings of relaxation and sleepiness.
Oh, I see. Miss, then why I don't feel sleepy after I ate a drumstick?
Good question, Betty. Although serotonin is manufactured from amino acid tryptophan, protein foods do not lead to higher level of tryptophan in blood or brain. This is because after a high protein meal, tryptophan must compete with more than 20 other amino acids for entry in the central nervous system. So, its concentration in the brain remains relatively low.
Oh, now I understand. Miss, is this related to nervous system which we are learning now?
Yes, Kiki. Do you know that our nervous system is made up of central nervous system and peripheral nervous system? Central nervous system comprises of brain and spinal cord, while our peripheral nervous system is made up of all nervous system structures outside of the central nervous system. Peripheral nervous system consists of cranial and spinal nerves, which it also has somatic and autonomic components. The input component of peripheral nervous system consists of nerve cells called sensory or efferent neurons. They conduct nerve impulse from sensory receptors in various parts of the body to central nervous system and end of central nervous system. The output of the component consists of nerve cells called motor neurons or efferent neurons. They originate with central nervous system and conduct nerve impulse from central nervous system to muscles and glands. Peripheral nervous system may be subdivided further into somatic nervous system and autonomic nervous system. Somatic nervous system is voluntary as this motor response can be controlled, while autonomic nervous system is involuntary as these motor responses is not normally under conscious control. The motor portion of autonomic nervous system consists of two branches, which are sympathetic and parasympathetic. The two divisions have opposing actions, such as sympathetic speed heartbeat, while parasympathetic slows it down. So, do you all understand?
Yes, miss.
Okay, good. That's all for today. You may dismiss now.
Thank you, Miss.
Kiki walked back home after class. Along the way, she suddenly chased by a dog. She is very frightened and ran all the way. This is Neuron and this is Dr. Neuron.
Her heartbeat and blood pressure increased suddenly, and sweat even produced, and she runs all the way home with slight secretion of tear. This is due to Kiki's heartbeat and blood pressure increased, and sweat even produced. Also, she runs all the way home with slight secretion of tear. Furthermore, erector pili muscles attached to the skin contract, causing goosebumps. This is due to the autonomic nervous system, which involves sympathetic effect, which is a fight or flight activity.
Phew, I'm finally home.
After taking lunch,
I'm so full. Oh, I need to help mommy to boil water. Boil water.
after 10 minutes, the water is boiled. She poured water into a cup.
Ouch! So hot! So painful!
Water accidentally scalded her hand.
Ouch!
This involves all three types of neurons. The sensory neuron will first detect the hot water and send a message to the central nervous system. This will be intercepted by an interneuron in the spinal cord that will communicate with a motor neuron. The motor neuron would then send a motor message back to the muscle to pull the hand away from the water.
Oh, this is because of the principle of propagation, which is the nerve impulse conduction. The axon conduct impulses at lower speed when cool. Therefore, the pain resulting from the minor burn or scalded can be reduced by the application of cool water or ice.
Oh, Mom, Miss Serene taught us before this in class. Nerve impulses is actually action potential, which require a membrane potential and ion channel. An action potential impulse is a sequence of rapidly occurring events that reduce and reverse the membrane potential and then eventually restore it into the resting state. If a stimulus causes the membrane to depolarize to a critical level, called the threshold, which is negative 55 MV, then an action potential.
Yes, Kiki. Action potential has two phases, which are the depolarizing phase and repolarizing phase. A depolarizing phase, which is the negative membrane potential, becomes positive at the repolarizing phase. The membrane polarization is restored to its resting stage of negative 70 MV. They might be on after hyperpolarizing phase, which the membrane potential temporarily becomes more negative than the resting level.
Yeah, Mom. Wow, you still remember what you have learned so many years ago.
Yes, dear, this was my favorite topic during my school time. I also remember that there are three factors to increase the rate of conduction, which are the myelinated axon, large diameter axon, and warm nerve fibers.
After a nap, Kiki felt like playing basketball, so she called her friend.
Ring ring!
Do you want to play basketball?
Yeah, let's go.
In the basketball court,
Cerebellum is at the back of head. It functions to coordinate voluntary muscle movement and it maintains posture, balance, and equilibrium.
after playing basketball,
Oh, I feel a little bit hungry. Let's go and eat some food.
What do you want to eat?
Don't know what to eat.
I'm not sure too. I'm not sure whether I have enough money or not. Let me count first.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cerebrum is the part of brain which involves when Kiki is calculating the amount that is in her purse. It is the largest and most developed part of human brain. It accounts 2/3 of the brain's mass. Cerebrum divided into two hemispheres which are left hemisphere and right hemisphere. The left hemisphere controls the right side of body movement and vice versa. It controls the abstract, linear, and analytical thinking. However, the right hemisphere controls the concentric and holistic thinking. Besides that, cerebrum is divided into 4 lobes, which are frontal, parietal, occipital, and temporal. Frontal are behind the forehead and the largest among 4 lobes. It is responsible for voluntary movement, speech, and behavior. Parietal lobes interpret signals received from other areas of brain such as pain and touch. Occipital lobes are at the back of brain. It controls vision. Temporal lobes are located at each side of brain at about ear level. It involves in memory, speech, and sense of smell.
Do you have enough money? I don't mind borrowing you.
No thanks. I got enough. Let's go.
in the restaurant,
Yummy.
Brainstem is involved in hunger and movement of mouth. It is the part where the brainstem is connected to the spinal cord. It is the lowest, most primitive area of brain. It consists of pons, midbrain, and medulla oblongata. Brainstem coordinates the motor control signals sent from brain to the body. It also controls the autonomic system.
while on her way back home, feeling tired and exhausted after playing her basketball game, while feeling satisfied with a fully occupied stomach. Suddenly, see her class in the roadside, like 5 meters away. Heartbeat increases. Eye pupil expand. Feel so excited. Feeling of depression and sadness from previous incident all gone. Having butterfly in her stomach. Opens eyelid. Trying to walk towards position of the class, up as if she didn't see him, hoping him to greet her first. The class saw her and waved at her. Heartbeat even faster, got more happier and blushed, waved back. She felt that her action was weird. Usually she does not behave like that. Then she started to question herself. When she reached home, the first thing she reached on is her laptop, searching for Google about her behavior. Of course.
Do you wonder why she reacted that way? It is simple. It's all because of the result of complex and rapid brain activity that is associated with autonomic nervous system and limbic system. Falling in love is not as simple as it seems, but is quick. The over feelings of being truly, madly, deeply in love is an emotional state that involves chemical, cognitive, and goal-directed behavior components that includes 12 areas of the brain working together to produce and sustain the magical moment. These are the 12 areas of the brains. Dorsolateral middle frontal gyrus and anterior cingulated, as well as nerve growth factor like dopamine and oxytocin, all take part in the feelings of love. Do you know that those are the same areas which are activated when people are under the influence of euphoria-inducing drugs? It also means that falling in love has similar effect on the brain as using cocaine. Emotions, like love, are carried out by the limbic system, which is located in the temporal lobe, while the limbic system is made up of multiple parts of the brain. The center of emotional processing is the amygdala, which receives input from other brain functions, like memory and attention. Amygdala is a part of the brain which is shaped like an almond that is responsible for multiple emotional responses. Another part that sends information to the amygdala is the hippocampus. It's one of the memory processing centers of the brain where it will interact with the amygdala when a person has memories with emotions. These areas lead to the activity of neurotransmitter, which includes the increases in dopamine, oxytocin, adrenaline, and nerve growth factor, and also a decrease of serotonin. This leads to obsessive thinking about the beloved ones. Dopamine, on the other hand, is associated with feelings of euphoria, motivation, motor activity, desire, craving, and addiction, while adrenaline heightens an individual's attention while also promote heart racing. Looking at the person you love also increases the level of oxytocin. Serotonin also provides the chemical appearance to obsessive-compulsive disorder, which then produces anxiety feelings. Oxytocin triggers attraction, while nerve growth factors is a protein molecule that will be in high level when people first fall in.
So, annoying orange, how's your day?
Wow, I have a good day. I learned a lot from Kiki and Dr. Neuron. Thanks a lot. Bye bye. See you next